Wilton Manors and Florida dominate the 2023 Gay Softball World Series. Minneapolis hosted this week the 2023 Gay Softball World Series. It is the largest single LGBTQ plus week-long sports event in the world, and this year more than 6,000 visitors attended. The event made history as the Minnesota Twins became the first Major League Baseball team to partner with the event in its 46-year history. This year's Gay Softball World Series included more than 225 teams and more than 4,500 participants. Part of the North American Gay Amateur Athletic Alliance, the World Series was represented by 54 member cities. And as expected, Florida, but specifically Wilton Manors, were ablaze in lighting up the North. In D Division, the Pub's RIPTIDE team took first place to become national champions. They defeated Philadelphia's Tasty Cakes, third place Seattle's Revolution D, and fourth place the San Diego Peacocks, along with many other teams from across America. Wilton Manors was not the only national champion. In the E Division, Orlando's Liberty Baggers also took the crown, followed by the Los Angeles team, Atlanta, and Houston. Fort Lauderdale was not yet finished, though. In the Master C Division, Coalition Alive and Kicking was the national runner-up to the Palm Springs Greyhounds, with Twin Cities Swingers third and Orlando Swag fourth. In the Masters D Division, Fort Lauderdale's Coalition Legends was the national runner-up to Atlanta Daddies, and Orlando's OGs was third, with Dallas Divas fourth. Fort Lauderdale is home to one of the world's largest collection of LGBTQ plus sports leagues, largest number of teams, and greatest number of participants. The Gay Softball's South Florida Amateur Athletic Association is one of the largest leagues in America. It is a symbol of diversity in our community, and Queer News Tonight congratulates all of our winners and participants. I think this is fabulous news. I played a little bit of softball before I realized I couldn't play softball, so I completely understand the D and E division. Very exciting. Boy, people get passionate about it. I love that the bars and other organizations in Wilton Manors support, and the Pub and Hunters and Georgie's don't get in their way, because this is a dog-eat-dog.
They don't play.
They don't play.
Like, I thought it was like, okay, hey, we just drink and we go play softball and it's like all good and fun and I wear a tutu and blah, blah, blah. No, bitch. Like, they are straight up. Like, this is World Series and they don't play. First of all, I thought that softball belonged to the lesbians. I was wrong. Okay? I now know that softball belongs to the gay boys. My apologies. I wasn't there when we gave it over to you, but it's all you, right?
There was a ceremony and everything.
There was a ceremony and I missed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think that the name of the team should be more to go with like the gay community, right? Like, it should be like the Bayonne Bottoms and like the Twin City Tops, right? And like the Vegas Verse Crew. That's what I think, that they should probably change the names a little bit. But I love that Fort Lauderdale is like breaking down all kinds of barriers and making softball like as important as it belongs to it, as it needs to be, and kicking some butt, because I know that last year they fell a little short.
Yeah.
And this year they came in like swinging, like they were not leaving without a trophy.
Yeah. And by the way, a little code representation in the Masters division. The Masters division means more mature.
Oh.
And so, as you can imagine, Lauderdale did very, very well.
That's not surprising.
So much experience in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, that's not so surprising. I mean, listen, there are competitive brunches all over the drive, and you see Wilton Manors show up for the best one.
Right.
So, no difference here.
Exactly.
I think they want to be more like, they don't want to have false advertising. So, in your example of Twin City Tops, there are only 2 tops in the Twin Cities, so they wouldn't make an entire team.
That's what very
Total
funny.
of 2.
With all of the jokes aside, one of the things, when the first time I went to the South Florida Athletic Association, I can't even tell you how many teams we have here. It's a lot. I went, and there are teams that represent everything. There were people where the entire teams were dressed up in fairy outfits to play softball, and they're competitive softball players. but they do it in a very fun and cheek way. And I think it's interesting because there's no one here today to make fun of, wait, you're doing a sports story? It's a wonderful opportunity for us to do a sports story, but have LGBT twist put on it. And so congratulations to everyone, especially the team from the pub, national champions. You should be celebrating.
Keep rocking those softballs.
That's right. Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ plus community and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ plus community.